Today, in this video, we are going to discuss FET, that is the field effect transistor. So, up till now, we all are familiar with the BJT, that is the bipolar junction transistor. Now, in this bipolar junction transistor, we all know the bipolar junction transistor. So, bipolar junction transistor, it is called as bipolar, means the current flows in the bipolar junction transistor is means due to both electrons and holes. This FET, that is the field effect transistor, it is called as unipolar transistor. Unipolar transistor means in FET the current is flow only due to either electron or either hole, means due to either electron or either holes. That's why it is called as unipolar transistor. This is the basic difference in between BJT and FET. BJT is bipolar junction transistor, means current flows due to both electron and holes, and in FET the current flows only due to electrons or only due to holes. That's why it is called as unipolar transistor, and BJT it is called as bipolar junction transistor. Now in this video we are discussing the FET, so field effect transistor. So why this FET? So we all know that this BJT, it is having two major drawbacks. So first drawback is it is having low input impedance. It is having low input impedance. This is due to the emitter base junction. Whenever this BJT, we use the BJT in active mode for amplification purpose. In BJT, whenever we use as an amplifier, the emitter base junction must be forward bias. This is the input junction, and collector base junction must be reverse bias. So emitter base junction, input side emitter base junction is forward bias. Due to that, the input impedance of the BJT, it is very low. This is the first drawback of this BJT. And second drawback is the noise level of this BJT, it is high. It is having the high noise level. These are the two drawbacks of the BJT. That's why we have to study now FET. FET, field effect transistor. Basically, there are two types of FET, that is JFET, that is called as junction field effect transistor, and second type is called as MOSFET, that is metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor. In this video, we are going to discuss only JFET. We will discuss the construction, symbol and characteristics of the JFET. So, JFET, first we will discuss the construction of JFET. Again, the JFET, it is classified in two types, that is N channel and P channel junction field effect transistor. There are two types like BJT. BJT, there are two types, NPN transistor and PNP transistor. Likewise in JFET, they are also classified as N channel JFET and P channel JFET. First we will discuss the construction of N-channel junction field effect transistor. In case of N-channel junction field effect transistor, in the construction, basically one N-channel semiconductor bar is taken. This is N-channel bar. Now again, in this N-channel bar, two ohmic contacts are made and two terminals are taken out and named it as a drain and source. After that, in this N-channel semiconducting bar, two P regions are generated in the middle of the N-channel bar. These are the two P regions in this fashion. Now these two P regions, they are internally connected. They are internally connected with each other, only these P regions, and one terminal is taken out in the outside, and this is called as the gate terminal. Thus the junction field effect transistor, it is the three terminal device. The name of the three terminals are drain, source and gate. These are the three terminals. Like in BJT, it is also having the three terminals: emitter, base and collector. Likewise for FET, JFET, there are three terminals, that is drain, source and gate. These are the three terminals. This is the construction of N-channel JFET. The P-channel JFET, it is again the construction of P-channel JFET. It is again same as that of this N-channel JFET. Instead of N-channel semiconducting bar, for P-channel JFET, the P-type semiconducting bar is taken out and two terminals are taken out from the bar. The name of that terminals are drain terminal and source terminal. Again in P-type semiconducting bar, two N regions are generated. This is N region and this is N region. These two N regions are internally connected and one terminal is taken out, and name of that terminal is gate terminal. So again this is the P channel. This is the channel, that's why it is called as P channel JFET. This is called as N channel JFET. This is the simple construction of N channel JFET and P channel JFET. Now we will discuss the symbol of junction field effect transistor, N channel and P channel. So we will discuss the symbol. In the symbol, again the symbol is very simple. One line is there. This line, it denotes this N type of bar or P type of bar. From this bar, we take the two terminal, drain terminal and source terminal. Likewise, from the bar, we take the two terminals like the drain terminal and source terminal. Then in the middle, we take the one terminal which is called as the gate terminal. So this is the symbol. Now the difference between N channel and P channel. For N channel, one arrow is there on the gate terminal. For N channel, it is inside, and for P type or P channel, the arrow is outside the. This is drain, source and this is the gate. The arrow is in the outside. This is P channel and the arrow is inside. This is N channel. This is the symbol of N channel JFET and P channel JFET. This is the symbol and this is the basic construction of this N channel FET and P channel FET. Now we will discuss the working of this N channel FET and P channel FET. So for working of this N channel FET and P channel FET, we connect the. For understanding the working of FET, we will consider the N channel JFET. N channel JFET. For N channel JFET, one N type semiconducting bar is taken out. This is the N channel JFET. One N type of semiconducting bar is there. Two terminals are taken out. The name of that two terminals are drain terminal and source terminal. then two P regions are there in the middle of the bar. This is P region and this is also P region. These are internally connected and one terminal is taken out and this is called as the gate terminal. So this is the simple construction which we have already discussed. Now we have to discuss the working of this N-channel FET. So for this working, here we connect one battery in between the drain terminal and source terminal. This is the battery and this is called as voltage in between drain terminal and source terminal, that is VDS. This is the voltage in between drain terminal and source terminal. Again, another battery we will connect in between the gate terminal and source terminal. So one battery here we will connect. Now before applying the voltage, now this is called as the VGS, that is voltage in between gate terminal and source terminal. This is called as the VGS, that is voltage between gate and source terminal. So initially we will not connect the battery, VGS battery here. We will make the gate terminal as a open terminal. We will not connect any battery here. So we will discuss what happened if only one battery is connected in between the drain terminal and source terminal. So this is the N-type semiconducting bar. So due to this VDS, now the current will flow from, electrons will flow from source terminal to drain terminal. Current will flow from drain terminal to source terminal like this. So the electrons will move from this terminal, source terminal, to drain terminal, and current will flow from positive terminal to negative terminal like this fashion. Now what we have discussed, this is our N-type semiconducting bar. So N-type semiconducting bar, it is having the internal resistance. Since it is the semiconducting bar, it is having the internal resistance, and due to this current flow, the voltage will generate at every point of this internal resistance. Now this is the voltage. So this voltage, here some voltage will get generated at this point. Now what happened, since this is the N region get connected to positive terminal of battery. P region we have not connected. So that's why here the depletion region get generated. Now the depletion region across this P region and N region, the depletion region is formed like this manner. So as we increase the voltage VDS, this depletion region goes on increasing like this. This depletion region goes on increasing. So why the depletion region is wide near this region and it is narrow near this region? Why? Because the voltage generated at this point is more as compared to voltage generated at this point. That's why this PN junction, it will become more reverse bias at this region as compared to this region. That's why the depletion region goes on increasing. As we increase the voltage, the depletion region goes on increasing. Now the current will also increases and depletion region will also increases. Now one point will comes at that voltage, these both the loops, they connect each other, and that voltage is called as the pinch off voltage, denoted by the Vp. At this point, now the pinch off will occur and the channel get blocked. Now, and after that, if we increase the VDS voltage, then current will not increase. A constant current, saturation current is flow in this bar, and this is called as the saturation current, and this undergoes in saturation region. A constant current will flow since the channel get blocked. That's why current does not increase. A constant current will flow from this JFET. This is the working in the absence of the gate. Now what happened if we apply the gate voltage? So the gate voltage, it is always applied in such a way that this PN region, it should be in reverse bias. So for making this reverse bias, P terminal must be connected to negative terminal of battery. So we have to connect the VGS voltage in such a way that negative terminal is connected to P region and positive terminal is connected to N region. So this will be now becomes, this PN junction will become the reverse bias. Now we will consider if we apply this VGS voltage. So if now due to this VGS voltage, this pinch off, this will become more and more reverse bias, and pinch off will occur in absence of gate. Pinch off will occur at some time, but if we apply the VGS voltage, pinch off means channel will get blocked earlier. So this is the basic operation of the N channel FET, that is the drain current, it is controlled by the gate. That is, as gate voltage, if we apply the gate voltage, so pinch off will occur, means due to this gate voltage, the loops or this PN junction will become reverse bias, more and more reverse bias, and pinch off will occur earlier, and we get the current constant at that point. So in this way, the output current, which is called as the drain current, this current is totally controlled by the gate terminal. That is, if we apply the VGS voltage in between gate terminal and source terminal, we can control, lower down the drain current flowing in the output terminal. So therefore it is called as the voltage control device. The bipolar junction transistor, we have discussed the bipolar junction transistor. In bipolar junction transistor, output current is controlled by the input current. That's why it is called as current control device. But this FET, in this case, output current is controlled by the input voltage. That's why it is called as voltage control device, and also known as field effect. This is the field applied in between gate terminal and source terminal. That's why it is called as the field effect transistor. Now we will discuss the characteristics of FET. So for discussing the characteristics of the FET, this is the characteristics of FET. So characteristics of FET, it is plotted in between the output voltage VDS and output current, drain current ID. So this is the characteristics. So characteristics of the FET, so we can see that if the VGS voltage, it is 0. If the VGS, we have not connected here the if we make this VGS initially as a 0 volt, or it is the open terminal, at that point this initially, as we increase VDS, our drain current increases. We have discussed it as drain VDS, that is voltage in between drain and source, increases, the current also increases at some point. And after that, both the loops, these loops get connected with each other. We called it as a pinch off. Blockage will be there. So this voltage at which both the loops get connected with each other, this is called as the pinch off voltage. And at this, up till this point, as voltage increases, current also increases. That's why this region of the characteristics is called as the ohmic region. It acts like a resistor. As voltage increases, current also increases. This is called as ohmic region. After that, as voltage increases, we have already discussed, due to this pinch off, channel gate block. After that, if we increase the voltage, still the current does not increase. It remains constant, and that's why the current remains constant, and this current is called as IDSS, that is the saturation current, and this region of the characteristics is called as the saturation region. This region is called as the saturation region. And after that, again, if we increase the voltage, VDS voltage, breakdown will occur and uncontrolled large current will flow in the FET, and this is called as the breakdown region. This is called as the breakdown region. This is the characteristics if the gate voltage is 0. Now what happened if we apply the gate voltage, some gate voltage minus of 1 volt? If we are making that as a reverse bias, therefore minus of 1 volt if we apply, then due to this voltage, that region P type region, due to this voltage minus of 1 volt, the PN region, it will become more reverse bias. Therefore, due to this voltage, this reverse bias or depletion region will increases and pinch off will occur earlier. Means in case of whenever the VGS is 0, pinch off is occurring at this, means drain current is, your drain current is at this point, but due to VGS your drain current decreases and pinch off, we are getting the pinch off earlier to this point, means your drain current becomes less as compared to the previous case. And after that, again if we increase the reverse voltage, your drain current will also decreases and pinch off will occur earlier. If we again decrease or again decrease, the pinch off will occur again in, means due to that reverse voltage, pinch off will occur earlier and drain current will get decreases, means output drain current, it is totally controlled by the input voltage VGS. That's why it is called as voltage control device. Output current is controlled by the input voltage. Output current is controlled by the input field which we have connected in between the gate terminal and source terminal. That's why it is called as the field effect transistor. Means output current is controlled by the field applied at the input side. That's why it is called as the field effect transistor. This is the characteristics of the FET we have discussed here. Thank you.